Life's Big Questions, Absurdism, and the Search for Purpose. Ever felt like you're stuck in a never-ending loop, where every day feels the same and nothing seems to matter? You're not alone. Let's dive into why this happens and how a surprising philosophy might just change your perspective. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that many of us can relate to, the daily grind and the feelings of monotony that come with it. Despite achieving everything society expects from us, good grades, a prestigious university degree, and even landing that perfect job, why do we still feel unfulfilled? In this video, we'll explore these repetitive thoughts and emotions, and introduce you to a fascinating philosophy called Absurdism. It's a perspective that might just help you find a new outlook on life. So, if you're ready to break free from the cycle and discover a different way to view your existence, keep watching. Let's take a trip down memory lane to our younger years. Remember when life felt full of endless possibilities? Back then, we were brimming with optimism and resilience. A bad grade on a physics exam or a falling out with a friend didn't seem like the end of the world. Instead, we saw these setbacks as temporary hurdles, confident that we could bounce back stronger. This youthful spirit kept us moving forward, always ready to face the next challenge with a smile. In those days, setbacks were just minor bumps on the road. Scoring 60% on an exam? No big deal, we'd just do better next time. Losing a couple of friends? We'd make new ones. This carefree attitude allowed us to navigate life's ups and downs without getting bogged down by negativity. We were resilient, adaptable, and always looking ahead, believing that better days were just around the corner. One of the key aspects of our youth was the balance we maintained between different facets of life. We studied hard, but we also made time for play and personal growth. Whether it was diving into a good book, playing sports, or simply hanging out with friends, we ensured that our lives were well-rounded. This balance not only kept us engaged and happy but also contributed to our overall development, making us more well-rounded individuals. As we transition into our 20s, life begins to take on a different hue. The carefree days of youth give way to a more structured and demanding reality. With the responsibilities of adulthood, we start to experience a shift in our mindset. The optimism and resilience that once defined us begin to wane, replaced by a growing sense of existential thought. We start to ponder deeper questions about our purpose and the meaning of our actions. This period often marks the beginning of an internal struggle as we grapple with the expectations placed upon us and our own desires for fulfillment. With this transition, life can start to feel like an inescapable cycle. The routine of waking up, going to work, coming back home, and sleeping becomes a monotonous loop. Each day blends into the next, and the excitement and spontaneity of our younger years seem like distant memories. This repetitive cycle can make us feel trapped, as if we're running on a hamster wheel with no end in sight. The predictability of our daily routines can lead to a sense of stagnation, making us question whether this is all there is to life. In the midst of this cycle, we begin to question the purpose and meaning of our daily routines. Despite achieving what society deems as success, good grades, a prestigious university degree, and a stable job, we often find ourselves feeling unfulfilled. The goals we once strived for now seem hollow, and we start to wonder if there's more to life than just meeting societal expectations. This questioning can lead to a profound sense of disillusionment as we search for a deeper meaning and purpose in our everyday actions. These reflections set the stage for our exploration of absurdism, a philosophy that challenges us to confront the absurdity of existence and find our own meaning in the face of life's inherent chaos. Now, let's dive into the heart of our discussion, absurdism. At its core, absurdism is a philosophical outlook that explores the inherent contradictions between our human desire for meaning and the indifferent, chaotic nature of the universe. It was popularized by philosophers like Albert Camus, who argued that life is fundamentally absurd because it lacks inherent meaning or purpose. According to absurdism, the universe is irrational and unpredictable, and our attempts to find order and meaning within it are ultimately futile. Absurdism posits that life is inherently absurd due to the pre-established rules and structures we are born into. From the moment we enter this world, we are thrust into a system with predefined expectations and norms. We are expected to follow a certain path, education, career, family, without questioning its purpose. This creates a disconnect between our innate desire to find personal meaning and the rigid framework imposed upon us. The absurdity lies in the fact that, despite our efforts to conform and find happiness within these rules, we often end up feeling unfulfilled and lost. The struggle to find happiness and meaning in an absurd world is a central theme in absurdism. We constantly seek purpose in our actions, relationships, and achievements, hoping to fill the void of existential uncertainty. However, the more we search for meaning, the more elusive it becomes. This relentless pursuit can lead to feelings of frustration, despair, and disillusionment. Absurdism challenges us to confront this struggle head-on, acknowledging the lack of inherent meaning in life while encouraging us to create our own purpose and find joy in the journey itself. These insights into absurdism provide a framework for understanding the existential questions and feelings of monotony we often experience. By embracing the absurdity of life, we can begin to navigate our existence with a renewed sense of freedom and authenticity. Absurdism delves into the profound contradiction between our innate human desire to find meaning and the chaotic, indifferent nature of the universe. We are wired to seek purpose in our lives, to make sense of our experiences, and to find a coherent narrative that gives our existence significance. However, the universe operates without any inherent logic or order that aligns with our quest for meaning. This disconnect creates a sense of absurdity, as we struggle to impose meaning on a world that is fundamentally indifferent to our efforts. At the heart of absurdism is the recognition that life is inherently irrational and devoid of any preordained purpose. This perspective challenges the conventional belief that life must have a clear, defined meaning. Instead, absurdism suggests that the search for inherent purpose is futile because the universe itself is chaotic and unpredictable. By acknowledging this lack of inherent meaning, we can begin to understand that our efforts to find a singular purpose are often in vain. This realization can be both liberating and daunting, as it forces us to confront the true nature of our existence. When faced with the absurdity of life, it's common for people to react with blame, bitterness, and despair. We might blame others or external circumstances for our feelings of emptiness and lack of fulfillment. This blame can lead to bitterness, as we become resentful of the perceived injustices and disappointments in our lives. Despair often follows, as the realization of life's inherent meaninglessness can be overwhelming. These reactions are natural responses to the existential crisis that absurdism brings to light. However, absurdism also offers a way forward by encouraging us to embrace the absurdity and find our own meaning within the chaos. By understanding these aspects of absurdism, we can begin to navigate our lives with a new perspective. Instead of being paralyzed by the lack of inherent meaning, we can choose to create our own purpose and find joy in the journey itself. Absurdism teaches us that the search for a predefined meaning in life is ultimately futile. We often spend our lives trying to fit into societal molds, chasing after goals that we believe will give our existence purpose. However, this relentless pursuit can lead to frustration and disappointment when we realize that these predefined meanings do not bring the fulfillment we seek. Absurdism challenges us to let go of the notion that life must have a specific, predetermined purpose. Instead, it encourages us to embrace the uncertainty and chaos of existence, recognizing that the quest for a singular meaning is an exercise in futility. One of the key insights of absurdism is the emphasis on the journey over the destination. Rather than fixating on achieving a particular goal or finding a definitive purpose, absurdism invites us to focus on the experiences and moments that make up our lives. The journey itself becomes the source of meaning, as we navigate the ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, and the mundane routines. By shifting our focus from the end goal to the present moment, we can find value and significance in the process of living, rather than in the attainment of a specific outcome. In an inherently meaningless existence, absurdism encourages us to create our own personal meaning. This philosophy acknowledges that while life may lack inherent purpose, we have the power to infuse our experiences with our own significance. Whether it's through our relationships, passions, hobbies, or personal growth, we can find meaning in the things that matter to us. Absurdism empowers us to take ownership of our lives and to define our own purpose, even in the face of chaos and uncertainty. By embracing the absurdity of existence, we can live more authentically and find joy in the journey itself. These reflections on absurdism offer a fresh perspective on how to navigate the complexities of modern life. By letting go of the need for a predefined meaning, focusing on the journey, and creating our own personal significance, we can find a sense of fulfillment and happiness in an otherwise chaotic world. In conclusion, embracing the absurdity of life allows us to confront the chaos and find our own individual meaning. By acknowledging life's inherent contradictions and choosing to live authentically, we can navigate our existence with a renewed sense of freedom and purpose. Remember, it's not about finding a predefined meaning, but about creating your own significance in the journey. With that said, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'm Tony, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.